All right. We done finally made it to the end of the countdown. At this point, we all know who number one is because there's nobody else left. Plus, I mean, it's pretty obvious. But we're going to get into this. All right. And before we get into it, let's do a quick recap. So, what was the criteria? Overall record, conference record, top of the conference record, Virginia State, Virginia Union, Winston-Salem State, Bowie State, Fayetteville State. Conference championship appearances, conference championships, ranked wins, and playoff wins. All right. At number 10, we had Coach Morgan at Bluefield State. At number 9, we had Coach Turner at Lincoln. At number 8, we had Coach Gilbert at Livingstone. Number 7, we had Coach Jones at ECSU. At number 6, we had Coach Massey at WSSU. At 5, we had Coach Jackson at BSU, Bowie State. At number 4, we had Coach Flowers at JCSU, Johnson C. Smith. At number 3, we had Coach Frazier at Virginia State. At number 2, we had Coach Hayes at Fayetteville State. And number 1, it's obvious. It's only one person left. But before I even unveil it, even though you already know what it is, I'm just going to go through the numbers. All right? This particular coach has been at their school since, I need a new system, since 2017. All right? And since 2017, this coach has won 2 championships and has won 2 playoff games and has a win versus a ranked non-conference opponent. And let me just go through these records: 6-4, 8-2, 7-3, 7-3, 9-2, 10-2, 10-4. Like, wow. Not a single losing season ever since he's been there. Let's go with this conference record: 5-2, 6-1, 3-1, 5-2, 7-1, 7-1, 6-1. Not a single losing record in the conference. Let's go to the top of the conference: 1-3, 2-1, 1-2, 1-1, 3-0, 3-1, 3-1. So 3 straight winning seasons versus the top of the conference. 3 straight and 4 overall. Insane. So obviously number 1 is Coach Alvin Parker at Virginia Union University. His overall record is an insane 57-20. 74% of all games played, they have won. This is the craziest. This number was so crazy, I had to look at it again. Like, that can't be right. But it is. That's the crazy part. His conference record is 39-9. 81%. That's it, bro. Did you hear what I just said? He's won 80% of his conference games. Once you start to get into the 80s, that's what you call domination. All right? His record versus the top of the conference is 14-9, 61%. When I say a 0 championship appearances, what I mean is there's no times where they went and lost. The 2 times they've won. And then we see the ranked wins and the 2 playoff wins. This is insane. By the way, when you have some free time, make sure you get on Amazon and get the book, Play 411. All right? So, and let me be clear. Any successful coach in the CIAA, if they put out a book and I know about it, I'm going to get it. I'm going to support the CIAA. But obviously, in order to put out a book, you got to win. If Coach Hayes puts out a book, I'll get it. Coach Frazier puts one out, I'll get it. If any of the successful basketball coaches puts one out, I'm going to get it. If any other coaches on the list find their way to climb up to the mountaintop, they put out a book, I'm getting it. So there's no bias, obviously, because this is Bulldogs. So obviously it's not. But anyway, that's the list. There you have it. The number one coach in the CIAA is Coach Alvin Parker. And when I looked this up and I saw these numbers, 74%, 81% in the conference, 61% versus the top of the conference, 2 championships, 2 ranked wins. 2 playoff wins and the ranked win. The first thought that came to my mind was this. Coach Parker is not going to be in the CIAA for much longer unless he wants to be. Because just like I'm seeing these numbers, somebody else has seen these numbers and they're looking for a coach. So, once again, he will not be at Union much longer unless he wants to be at Union, because the phone will most definitely be ringing very, very soon if it has not already. All right. So there you have it. The top 10 coaches in the CIAA.